Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel again. And in this video, I am going to do a question which my friend sent me, that is kth frequency. So let's read the problem. We hosted a coding competition. Some of the questions were easy and some of them were hard. You are given an array of positive integers of size n and integer k. You are given two integers n and k. This is test cases. We are just directly go to the input format that the first line of input contains line t, that is test cases. Then the second line is first line contain the two space separated integers, that is n and k, that is n and k. And the third line contain n integers. I mean the second line of the test case contains n separated positive integers represents array. These are in array. Okay. So what we have to do that among those, and your task is to find the number which appears more than k and print them in increasing order. If no number appears more than k, then print -1. Okay. What we have to do in this code that if 5 appears more than 1, like here k more than 1, now here our 5 is occurring at 2 times, so it is more than 1, so we will write it. Then 5, because we have to print only unique elements, so we will ignore it. Then 6 is coming only at one time, so that is not more than 1, so we will not print. And in this case our 1 is coming one time, that is not more than k, so ignore it. 2 is coming one time, two time, that is more not more than 2, so we will ignore it. Then 3 is coming one time, that is more not more than k. So according to this, if no number appear more than k times, then print -1. So I will just print -1 in this array. So let's start coding. What we have to do here, we are having first of all t, that is number of test cases, and while t minus minus. In the test case, we are having two integers n and k, n k, right? And at the third line, we have to make an array of size n which contain all the elements for int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. So I just input all the elements, right? Now what is the approach of this code? In this code we have to find the frequency of each element, then we will compare that frequency with k. If it is more than k, then we will print that element, otherwise we will ignore it. So the naive approach for it is that we can use count function, that is stl uh, algorithm, stl library, which we use to count the occurrence of each element. But it can take more than nsk complexity, like for we are traversing each element, and in the loop we are counting the element which takes n complexity, so the overall complexity will become n square. So we have to use some data set which can store the frequency. So we can use, either we can use hash or we can use map. Hash in the sense we can make an array of size the maximum element plus one, or we can make a map. Let's make a map. I'm making a map where I'm in and in key value pair. Name of map is empty, and instead of it we can make a map here to just avoid the another loop, and I will just count the frequency of each element I plus plus, like first element Like here, 3 and 1. Sorry, 5 and 5, 5, 6. So first element 5, I just increase the frequency that it will become 1. Then another element is 5. Then already it is 1, so it will become 2. And then 6 for 6 it is 1. Okay. Now what we have to do, we have to make a vector which will just store the elements whose frequency is more than k. So I make a result vector. Just make a v. Now I will just traverse all elements, and if map of array of a of I, if it is greater than k, then we will push that element, place back that element I will put. Okay, otherwise I will just directly ignore it. But now here is a condition that we have to print unique elements also, like for 5 it is frequency of 5 is greater than 1, and frequency of 5 is greater than 1, so we can't push two fives, we have to push only one five. So what we will do, we can make another map, or we can use set data structure which will store the elements in increasing order, and will use and which will take the unique elements and in the sorted order. Let's make a set. Let make a set of type int, which will contain as which containing the elements of vector, and we do end. Now, if no elements frequency is greater than k, then we will just directly return -1. So I have to check if the size of set is equal to if 0, then no element, then directly I will count -1, or else I will just run a loop for each loop, or it in set, and I just see out comma separated space separated elements, and I will just see out and for the another test cases, right? So let's test it. Just I am testing it, giving compile time error. Oh, here it is written map is expected impression, or map is not declared. Scene is actually I'm using it in the C language, so I have to use it in the C++ language. So I'm going to C++ language. Here I will write this code. And as you know that we have to import the map or vector, so I will just directly write the standard header file, that is bits slash std c++.h. Let's try it. Again giving runtime error. What is the runtime error at line number 25? This is our while loop. Okay. Okay, now stop bracket of while loop. It is taking time. What is going to happen? Time. I think my network issues. We are getting the output as it is for this one. I will get. I am getting 5 for this. So it is working correctly, and let me submit it. Yeah, it is successful, and it is our code. You can see that code. Okay, hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.